Alright, well, today's video is going to be a very interesting video, as you guys can tell from the title. Now, I don't want you guys to think of this as an expose video, because I'm not trying to expose anyone. I'm just trying to understand a certain situation that I don't really understand. I don't know, when I think about situations like this, I think about how I was raised differently and how I look at things different, and some people look at things. I gotta understand that when I go through life, that people aren't always going to think the same as me, and people aren't always going to look at things the same as me. But when it comes to this situation, I am just completely mind blown. Now, don't get me wrong, I've never ever had an issue with Fredo. I've never hated on the man, never made a video about him. Actually, the only video I made about Fredo was complimenting how good he was when he was in the 2K community, how good it was for the 2K community when he was in the 2K community. But once he left, there was an obvious spark of change. Like, he kind of just changed his entire content, which obviously if you're leaving a game completely, you're obviously going to change your content. But people have made comments about PrettyBoyFredo faking pranks and not really being authentic and not really being the person he was when he streamed 2K. Now, I completely understand that. I completely understand why he changed his personality. I understand why he would change a lot of things, because 2K was getting dry and the 2K community is extremely toxic. Now, this situation I'm going to talk about is going to be a very, I want to say, sensitive topic, because it involves a lot of world issues that are going on right now. But I just want to talk about this situation that I saw happen, and I commented on Twitter, and a lot of people were agreeing with me, and I get this. I understand that this video is probably going to get a lot of hate. There's probably going to be a lot of SSH, PrettyBoyFredo fanboys and things like that. And to be honest with you, I don't really care. I was raised differently to speak up about things that I don't agree with. And if you have a problem with what I'm saying, I don't care. You can leave a dislike. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm always going to speak up about how I really feel. Like, if I did something stupid like this, I would expect you guys to say something to me as well. I would expect you guys to be like, yo, Phantuums, what are you doing? Like, you're not being yourself. You're doing stupid things. You're cloud chasing, which is ironic, because that's what I'm going to get called. I'm going to get called a cloud chaser because I have less subs and I have less of a viewership than this guy. But honestly, I don't care. If you guys don't like what I'm saying, don't watch the video. You can dislike the video. I don't really care. But this is for people who have an intelligent mind and actually will sit there and be able to understand the situation that I'm talking about. So PrettyBoyFredo claimed to have had the virus, which I don't think I can say because I'm pretty sure I will get demonetized, but he had the virus. I'm going to call it the C virus. You guys know what I'm talking about. But PrettyBoyFredo claimed that he had the C virus. Now, he claimed that he had the C virus, and he made a YouTube video about it. And once he made a YouTube video about it, people obviously assumed that he was faking it. Now, some people thought it was true because he has a very loyal fan base, but a lot of people who know PrettyBoyFredo for his antics in the past obviously saw this and they're like, okay, this is probably fake. He's just doing this for views. But whatever. It's a very serious topic, so I was just like, all right, he probably has the C virus. And he actually showed a phone call where he talked about being confirmed with the C virus, whatever, moving forward. Now, as you guys see right here, there is proof that he uploaded this video, and there was proof that the video was live. I imagine some of you guys actually watched it. I watched it myself because I wanted to see if he was being honest or if he was lying about this for attention. Because if you're lying about this for attention, that obviously isn't right. I don't care how many subs you have. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you stand for. Lying about a thing like this that has impacted the world in every single way possible when you're a person who has millions and millions of subscribers looking up to you is just not right. So he uploaded this video, but he deleted it. Now, when he deleted the video, I actually didn't notice this until today when I went and go check on it, because the situation that was brought to my attention. But as you guys see right here, the video is no longer available. It has been removed by the uploader. Now, my question is, why would someone remove this video? Why would he remove this video when it had millions of views? Like, why would he feel the need to remove a video letting his fans know what's going on with his current in-life situation? Because obviously, if someone gets the C virus and they're a very popular YouTuber or a very popular celebrity, people are obviously wanting to know. I mean, he keeps people up to date with his life all the time. He kept people up to date when him and his, I don't even know if they're together anymore, but him and his girlfriend Jasmine, whatever, when they broke up, when they were going through whatever, he's very consistent at updating people on what's going on in his life. So he felt the need to update his subscribers on YouTube, which, by the way, he has millions. I'm not entirely too sure how many he has, but he has millions of subscribers. So he decided to upload that he had the C virus. Now, he deleted the video. The reason for that, I have absolutely no idea, but obviously that seems a little fishy. Now, after he deleted this video, he then tweeted out a video of him hosting a New York City live event. In New York City, hosting a basketball event while he claimed that he just had or recovered As you guys can see right there, you can see that there's a video from PrettyBoyFredo's Twitter. He's tweeting out a live video where he's there at the event with hundreds of people. Now, there's a bunch of young kids there, obviously, because they're PrettyBoyFredo fans, but a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why do you care? Why do people care that he's doing this? Why are people so concerned about this? And I'll tell you the reason why people care about this, because there's two points to the situation, or two sides to the situation. The first one is that he faked the fact that he had the C virus, and he made up this thing for views and attention. Now, some of you guys are gonna be like, oh, well, there was proof of a phone call. You can't call that proof of a phone call. He could have called any person to act like he was diagnosed with the virus and just ran with it for views. I mean, the video got 1 million views. Why would you just randomly delete that video if you actually had the virus? I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Now, the second situation, we could say, okay, he had the virus. Now, this is probably, I wouldn't say it's worse than the first one. It's probably as worse as the first situation I just explained. Let's say that he actually had it and what he's saying was correct. Now, in the title, he labeled it that he almost died. Now, I don't know if I was raised different. I don't know if I'm just looking at this situation from too much of a logical standpoint, but if you're a YouTuber with millions of subscribers and you put out a video to your fans, to the people who watch you, that you almost died from the virus, you would understand how serious it is. You would understand that, okay, maybe I should take some precaution to what's going on in the world. Instead, you take it upon yourself to host a video in New York City with a bunch of kids and a bunch of other humans gathered in a small space and host a basketball event after you just claimed that you almost died from the C virus that you made a video on. So either way, this doesn't make any sense, and I just don't understand how a person like this can just get away with doing this, because in either way, this isn't correct. Either way, this is not something that we should let slide, because if any other person did this, they would get called out for it. But when it comes to PrettyBoyFredo, it seems like he's able to get away with a lot of things on YouTube. Now, like I said, I don't hate PrettyBoyFredo. This isn't a video like, oh, we should cancel PrettyBoyFredo, because I'm not with the cancel culture. I don't really like that stuff at all. All I want to do is people who have a following and have clout and have a viewership, they need to hold themselves to a higher standard. Just because you got this clout on the internet doesn't mean you can do whatever you want to do. Uploading a video about having a virus that has impacted every single person's life, I'm not even going to get personal about this, but it's impacted my life. My family actually got the C virus, and it was really bad, so I don't appreciate how lightly the situation is being taken by someone who has millions of fans. I mean, little kids look at that video and they're like, oh, if PrettyBoyFredo's going out in public and doing things with other people, why can't I? This is why this is not okay. And even if he was telling the truth, like I said, he's obviously not taking it seriously and obviously doesn't care about other people's well-being to portray a message to the people who watch him that this isn't okay. Like, I'm just confused on where the defense in his department is. And on top of all that, after I called him out, he blocked me on Twitter. So after I tweeted this out and said, hey dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you just said that you had the C virus and now you're hosting an event with hundreds of people. Like, what's going on here? Like, can we get some sort of explanation? But there's no explanation. He's simply just gonna probably not respond or call me a clout chaser and say that I'm trying to get attention of his fan base, whatever. That's not the case. I'm a kind of person that will say this about anyone. If Cash did this, if Troy Dan did this, but they wouldn't, because they understand that doing this is extremely stupid. I'm telling you, clout is one hell of a drug, and clout makes people act extremely stupid. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to your channel, and anyone who's an SSH fanboy in here, if you want to have a logical conversation in the comments, I'm cool with that. But if you're just gonna hate and just spew a bunch of stuff that makes no sense, don't even bother. Just have a logical conversation about this, and I'm all for it. Anyways, like the video, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.